got the flash on today. Today, we going to break down, we going to run down how on a lot of different levels, but I'm going to make like two examples about how your ass and people you're around and people you encounter in life gets or is why this person is a dry person. Why that person is dry. You know, why do we say this saying of, oh, this person is dry, super dry, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, I'll make sure it's still hot. So, we all know things take time, okay? Things take time. There's 4 different ways that this time can, I guess, materialize. And those 4 ways are elements. And this last element is the element of earth, which earth characteristics are rough, dry, sturdy, stable, consistent, stubborn, all that. So dry, remember dry, because it took from fire, an image, from passion. You want to go do something. Oh shit, let me go do this. It turned into water. You had to feel into. Oh yeah, I am in this internal feeling of, all right, I'm secured with what I just put out to go do for myself, an image. You know what I'm saying? And from when you go back, you start to realize, okay, so I got fire, water. This is where I first made my first sex, my first, internal world. You feel me? Because I brought 2 together. And now from there, you're able to think about whatever world, potential, dream, imagination, fantasy, any of that. You're able to pretty much talk about it logically, put the pieces together. You know what I mean? So that's the third element, which is air. All right, and so a person can be an airhead. A person can be a person to always try to pick out whatever was said, whatever logic message was said, and try to pretty much put their logic in it, their potential, try to relate their passion with others too much. Airheadedness can just honestly look like somebody talks a big game but doesn't do nothing, aka doesn't earth it, doesn't fire it, action, take action, see it, oh, go do it, shit like that. So if we know that 4th element is goddamn earth, where we're at, but I ain't gonna get into that. You can kind of see representations, but don't look at it too much like it's earth and, oh, it's where we at, and start comparing the elements to that, because that don't go too much, that don't go too far. So forget that shit. So like, anytime you're meeting somebody, and like I said, earth takes time, and they always are not always, and this person, because you just met them, is just reserved. They're only about their business. So what they've done, what they are constructed, what job they're into, they're only very fixated. They're very in one spot about the things they think about, and how, and what practitioners, what day-to-day things they do, like all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is, now remember, it's okay to be dry. It's okay to be a talker. It's okay to be firehead, at taking action. It's okay to be all about feeling comfortable emotionally, just using water. But just remember that everything has a time and a place, and that's according to you and your timing. Because you got a timing to shit and wake up and all that, right? All right, you got an internal time too. So, like, when you pretty much think about that, everything takes time to materialize. So, for better or for worse. So if a person is giving you a vibe of dryness, as in you feel them on the inside, because that's where your feelings are coming from the inside, basically. Or if they're even throwing it out and expressing it, even if it's dry, you just need to know this person has gotten, has taken time for themselves and something they're into, or they've taken others' time where, or they were involving themselves with others physically on a practitioner, but it kind of led to nothing but them having to work, them having to worry, them having to always think of something new to keep something foundated, you know. So but this can also go all the way down to conversations. This can also go all the way down to their parents growing up and treating them a certain way. Still hot. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I want it, hot. You should want your shit hot. Hot pepper. Hot. Oh shit, I don't even think I squeezed. Oh, okay. Gotta get the lemon. Knew something was missing. Gotta get the lime, because I know that shit wasn't fine. Alright. So, you know, so we all get dried out. So this is the point of the video, really. Because I'm here to show y'all, if anything you say, it takes one to know one. I'm gonna make a video about that, but it takes one to know one on many levels. But so if you calling somebody dry, just know you know what that means, because you're dry in certain places that you don't want to say or admit or take responsibility that you're dry in that area. So everybody dry. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's just up to you to know how dry the motherfucker is. It's up to you to be wise enough to know that dryness takes time. And obviously they put too much time and effort into something they didn't like or didn't serve them, where they kind of reached a point when they actually took that time to reach whatever situation they got sustained into on some earth shit. They gonna start realizing that wasn't them, so they can't even go backwards from the earth to air to water to fire, or just go straight to fire element, imagination, to basically give that goddamn dryness, that practitioner, that is what it is energy, to spark up a little bit. You know when you spark up some wood, it makes a big ass image. So we all, for real, we all get dried out. We all get dried out from relationship, like I said, conversations, work, that's from conversation, but that's also from, see, look, when we have our fun inside of us, when you have the ability to be on your own and come up with some shit that you probably wouldn't say it, but it's some weird shit, but it probably makes you laugh or something like that. That's the shit. You need to hold on. You need to always be aware. You need to always take a second look at what you first, put out there beyond anyone else. Shout out to Zaga One Way. Anyways, so dryness. You're dry, they're dry, everyone's dry in a way, in a part, in a certain instance. That's just all dealing with timing with yourself, and also different parts of you due to your development in many ways, not just development growing up physically. All right, so look, remember that sometimes we overdo ourselves just to feel a part of a section that was founded before us, so we can have a say or a hand to help in reality. But that don't really do nothing, especially, like I said, when you don't have your own security to come up with your own thing. Like, oh, I think this though. Like when you're doing small shit. Because if you don't do that, if you don't hold on to that, you're going, because it's easy not to, because you're going to dry yourself out. You're gonna find yourself trying to overprove, trying to be very motivated on something that it's not even truly your intent, really, when you sit down and look at it. So don't let nobody, person in the body, even if they're in a relationship with you, even if it's your manager, for sure not your manager. If it's your grandma, don't let nobody dry you out. And dry you out simply means, now everybody got elements. Dry you out simply means as a vibe, as a person, that you can clearly generate your own different subconscious things internally. The worlds you shoot out before you actually act. You got those, right? So you gotta spin them. You gotta spin those wheels, those worlds. Otherwise, anything that stays in one place, we can see it from anything that's over time. It gets rusty, and rust can't move the same. So you gotta always stay moving, active, but active sometimes have to do it either earth or fire. But you should always go back to the fire and bring that back to your water to bring it back to the earth, so you can have something new. But when I'm saying earth, all this air, earth shit, this could be for yourself, but this could also be for people you see, or it could just be for like situations you go through, so you won't be, and others, the whole thing won't just be like, is what it is. Oh, we're trying to do the upright, this is what you're supposed to do in reality type of thing. AKA, like I say, y'all, this conversation is little shit. It's like little movements y'all do, you know? It ain't shit, man. With the limes, with the pepper. Shout out to Zaga One Way. Shout out to Zaga One Way. We put it in the motherfucking this shit. I don't even remember where I got this shit from. I shit you not. But I think it's from Choir. I think I acquired this from Choir. Oh, Annie. It's the reflector. Here to reflect what you choose to neglect. And shout out to y'all. Y'all stay tuned. My ass ain't been consistent. Nobody want to hear that shit. They just want to see fucking videos. You feel me? Because I know I do. Sorry though. It's coming as long as I'm still paying attention and won't look at my YouTube like, oh, I'm gonna fall off, or I don't even want to, do that, because that ain't the case. Because I still have many other. I'm probably gonna make another YouTube to put that shit on there, but this right here gonna be the real shit. Female talk, dudes talk, world spirituality, weather, all that shit, But other shit gonna be like anime breakdowns. Gonna be live streams with people in that motherfucker. It's gonna be shit, man. All right, so shout out to y'all that's been still staying tuned, because it's gonna go up. We're gonna be getting them bucks from Bahama Bucks in a Tonka truck. All right. Don't be dry. Please don't be dry, okay? That's not what you came here for. Whether you think something made you, whether you think you came here yourself, or somehow you just ended up here. You did not come here to only use one thing, one element. Your ass came here to be versatile, swirl, wheel things. So that takes different motions, different sides of elements of what you need to do. So AKA, there's a time and place for everything. Time and place to yell, time and place to shut up, time and place to practice, time and place to be foundated, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Time and place to actually connect and actually soak in what someone's talking about. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man, for yourself. So yeah, it's the reflector in this bitch, here to reflect what you choose to neglect, nigga.